Welcome back, Hordlings, to more Shadowrun. The Genesis Shadowrun. For those that may have not heard in the first video, yes, I will be doing the Super Nintendo Shadowrun as well. I want to check out alright, so let's see. I actually did some reading in between the two videos. Found out, some interesting things. One, humans max their attributes for their body, quickness, strength, charisma, intelligence, all that at 6. Skills. Didn't realize firearms actually encompasses all 3 of those as 1. So basically my SMG and shotgun you see are 0. Well, they're actually 4. Because as long as one of those 3 subcategories is lower than my overall firearm skill, it will go by the firearm skill. So you can either kind of focus on firearms, which is more costly to raise itself, but that also umbrellas all 3 weapons, which seems, in writing, in theory, to be the best option. I didn't know it worked that way, so I put points into pistols. You'll also notice in the last video I only needed to spend 8 karma or whatever it was to raise this all the way to 5. And why that worked is because it always raises 1 above your max firearms. So if my firearms goes up to 7 and then I go to upgrade the SMG from 0, it'll automatically put it to 8. It'll automatically put it to 8. Yes. Also found out intelligence, interestingly enough, helps with combat success, shooting and hitting your target. So we'll be wanting to get that as well. Biotech helps out with medkits going a longer way. So I basically, as a street samurai, I really don't need to worry about magic, obviously. Willpower as much, even though that does help a little bit with combat success as well. Essence, that will be going down only. Everyone starts at 6 and it goes down slowly for putting in cybernetic implants, things like that. I won't need to mess with sorcery. Melee combat may come in helpful later. You can get different melee weapons, and they can end up doing damage to certain creature types, enemy types that guns do not work that well against. So yeah, that's a little bit of the down low on the attributes. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more runs here to get some more karma going. So we need to go to Stoker's Coffin, and we're going to escort him to the greenhouse for $60. Hey! Says the same thing. And he wants to go to the greenhouse, which is right above us. Now, you don't normally get karma every mission you complete. You get it every few. Same with killing people, I believe. Or maybe you get at least 1. Yeah, I got 1 for... Maybe you get 1 per run until the runs get harder. Maybe you get more, then I'm not sure. But you also get karma through killing people, which is interesting. I also read that doing the ghoul missions early on in the game is stupid and not worth it, and to not even bother trying. Well, I learned the hard way. So now we're going to the correctional facility and grabbing a package and then taking that all the way to the east side of town. For 40 lousy Newen. No! Don't shoot the fucking innocent guy. See? Waxing people now. Waxing them thugs. This is the entrance to the Hollywood Correctional Facility. A guard walks up. "You the runner sent from Johnson?" When you say yes, he hands you a package and walks away. Now we just need to make it all the way across town. We'll be there in T-minus 3, 2, 1. All right, we're there. The salesman's eyes light up when you hand him the package. This text totally reminds me of the SSI Gold Box games as well. All the Pools of Radiance and Curse of the Azerbon, all those great games. Cannot wait to get back into those as well. He tosses you a crud stick and rushes into the back with the bundle. So let's see here. Yeah, we're getting one each time. All right, well, let's get our intelligence up since it helps with shooting. All right, let's see. I have a great amount of cyberware. Please step this way. Ooh, here's the good stuff. And also very expensive stuff. So we want muscle replacements and dermal plating. You can see the essence cost there. You don't want to raise your stats too high, because if you max them out, you won't get any benefit when you add these. So the trick is to buy the enhancements before you max your stats. Wired reflexes, 30 grand. Implanted neural boosters and adrenaline stimulators, which increase combat speed. Yes, those will make us a badass. Augments vision to counter invisibility and increase combat effectiveness. Some cyber eyes would totally be tits as well. Smart Link. Feedback circuitry needed to use the combat information provided by a smart gun. Three carbon fiber blades anchored to the back of the hand. Basically, we turn into Wolverine. We already have these hand razors. Get those just for being a samurai. This increases both strength and quickness. Requires 2 essence. Do one more run, get our intelligence up before we continue. Humans max all their attributes at 6, so we have plenty of room to wiggle on the intelligence. Go to Arius Weapon Emporium in Richmond Barrens. There you'll meet my client, Alan Turing. And we need to escort him to the Jack-o'-lantern, which is right next to us. $45 Nguyen. He was at the Weapon Emporium, I believe. That slowdown is also actually supposed to happen. That's part of the game. That's how you know you're in combat. Kind of hard to tell because games like this tended to lag down quite a bit when there's a certain amount of shit on the screen. That was easy. Right now we're in combat. That guy got fucked up. All right, a little bit of attack speed and combat and cyber combat success. So we don't want to upgrade my body anymore because we'll get a dermal implant. That'll kick it up to 6 with the implant, and then I can upgrade the body to 6 by spending 6 points, which will effectively make it 7. Well, this other shit is important as well. Charisma is good for certain things. But we haven't even started the main part of the game, so let's do so. Piola Barrens, let's head there. You need a ride, chum? You say you want to get to the Piola Barrens? That's going to cost a little that's a little on my way, chummer. It'll cost you 40 Nguyen to get there. Hop in, chum. Save, because I'm probably going to die a few times. Just trying to get there. Ares Macro Technology is a megacorp that specializes in both military and consumer weaponry. The receptionist tells you to visit their store in the Redmond Barrens and goes back to her work. The Tarsalar City Inn caters mostly to elves, as the word Tarsalar is Elvish for remembrance. Despite its rundown appearance, this apartment has a great rep for being the safest place to stay in the Barrens. You need a place to stay? Well, you've come to the right place. This is the safest hotel in the city for the price. Of course, payment is required in advance. Do you have a tenant named Tabitha Shale? Tabitha Shale? Yeah, she's here. She's been locked in her room for days and won't let anyone even in to clean up. If you think you can talk some sense into that raggedy bitch, be my guest. The manager connects you to her room via the vidphone. The screen remains blank, but the woman's wiry voice identifies itself as Tabitha. Words tumble from your mouth in a desperate rush to convince Tabitha of your sincerity. After some deliberation, she concedes that you are Michael's brother and agrees to let you in her apartment. Boom shakalaka, baby. Tabitha Shale opens the door as you arrive. She looks as if she hadn't slept in a week. Maybe you can help her out with that. I mean, she invites you in, but her eyes nervously dart around the room. Tell me about Michael's last Shadowrun.
I don't know that much about it. We were hired by an unknown Mr. Johnson through Caleb to track down a location, and Salish said, Shitty. I backed out when he made the offer, so I wasn't included in the deal. Michael said one stop at Eresco's, and he'd be set. You know, Caleb's not our normal Johnson. We usually use a Johnson named Mortimer Reed. He sets up in Penumbra District, in a restaurant called the Big Rhino.
What can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore?
He's a Johnson Michael and I used a couple times. I don't trust him, though. Who knows what those elves are up to anyway? You might find him at Icarus Descending. That's where we always met him.
Who's this guy, Oresco?
Boris Oresco is a small-time fixer who works out in an abandoned greenhouse in Redmond. Anything for $1, that's Boris. He's probably the last person in the sprawl to see Michael alive.
I'm looking for a good runner. Care to sign on?
No way, Ace. I loved Michael, but I don't plan on joining him. Somebody's powerful wanted Michael's team out of the way. I don't want to be any part of something that large.
As if on cue, the door to the room explodes inward, leaving you momentarily stunned. A flash of automatic gunfire rakes Tabitha through the obscuring smoke and sends you diving for cover. As the swarm of bullets abates, you leap to your feet. Surging forward through the thick cloud, you catch a glimpse of a figure in a red and black, disappearing down the corridor. You rush back into Tabitha's room, but there are no signs of life. You notice a holopix among her scattered belongings and pick it up. It's of David William Owlfeather, Sailor Shitty Rangers, Wilderness Patrol. All right. Okay, we need to go find Boris Oresco. Ahead of you is a man lying on the street. He seems to be badly hurt. As you approach, you notice that the figure is not as wounded as he first appeared. You close and see only inches separate you from a vampire. I'm gonna attack that bitch. The pale figure reacts with amazing speed, leaping up to a second-story window and into a building. Those choices do not negatively or positively affect your karma either. Whoa. Which of course is strange. I think those guys didn't want me to leave through that exit or something. Mages or some shit. Yes, I need a ride, and here's another 40 Newen to get my ass back over there. Might as well get a Shadowrun while I'm here. Go to the rat's nest. Escort the guy to Little Chiba. Getting some more karma. Fast talk success. Might just focus on firearms instead of pouring it into these. This is just a cheaper way of doing it. Can get some of these skills up as well. Negotiation. Might as well pump up all those a little bit. They're all pretty useful for me. Turned up the music a little bit, if you haven't noticed. Felt like it was a little low. The only illumination in the greenhouse comes from the dirty skylights casting strange shadows. Seated at a cluttered desk is a wisp of a man hiding under a large hat.
Come on in. Just slot your cred stick before we start talking. Time is money, chum.
I'm looking for some information.
Information's a commodity like anything else. I charge a flat fee of 500 Nguyen for all my info up front. So hack up my fee and I'll spill all I know.
Easy money, chummer, I'll pay.
Boris watches the Nguyen roll off your cred stick. Ah, gives one a warm feeling all over. You just ask me anything you want to know.
Tell me what you know about my brother Michael.
It just occurred to me that your brother was in here a while back. He came in using the name Owlfeather, though I never believed that was really his name. I believed he bought a few high-powered weapons, lots of ammo, and a four-wheel truck. Anyway, I wouldn't thought twice about it until some Rinraku hotshot started a bird dog. Never seen the suit before he came looking for your brother. He had lots of hired protection, but he looked like the most dangerous of the bunch. His name was Mako Sochu. Or Mako, I don't know. Mako, Mako? Some one of those fucking Japanese names, I don't know. He applied some pressure, but I didn't give up your bro, I swear. I didn't know nothing except what he bought. Mako must have gotten more info elsewhere.
Thanks. Your mind mulls over this new information as you turn to leave. Your R startled back to reality as the Rinraku strike team breaks into the greenhouse. I think it's you are or your. They are aiming for Boris, who attempts to run for cover. The leader seems to recognize you and immediately instructs the team to take you down instead. And you get fucking blasted. Talkwagon is alerted by your wristband. Try to fight them one more time here. Shit. Didn't have a chance in hell that time. I don't think you get anything special for defeating them. I just am trying to beat them anyways. But they have really good defense apparently. Whoops. I don't know what I just did. Started buying other shit. Got him. Wasted a lot of ammo killing him, but I don't know, might have got some karma out of it. I just wanted to win. Teach those fuckers a lesson. So I definitely need to get some money. I can't even afford to rest right now.
Shut him loud.
From the jack-o'-lanterns to the Halloweeners. Well, the Jackal's lantern is right here. Halloweeners is on the complete opposite side of town. Entering the abandoned shack, you are accosted by a member of the Halloweener gang. If you want to live, you better have a real good reason of being here. Looking for info. Yeah, okay, boss says we gotta talk to the locals. Says it makes us more acceptable in the community, but I don't gotta like it, so yak already. Tell me about the I-5ers, bitch. They're a go gang that cruises around Seattle. When they enter our barrens, we rumble them. They think they're so hot 'cause they got the mafia on their side. They're weak little bitches and don't know nothing about real power. What about the orcs? They're nothing to be worried about. The orcs are in with the city government. They do enforcer jobs in exchange for favors. We go down to Puyallup every now and then to keep them in line. I'll talk to you later. See you around. You guys been to one too many insane clown posse concerts. What the fuck? Starting to use their bodies as their own shields. They will continue to shoot right through their enemies. Seems to be a good tactic. I guess I got kicked out because some guys were trying to fuck me up. But hey, I got 5 karma to spend. I'll cost 4? Why doesn't it cost 2? I'd almost rather do intelligence. Yeah, fuck that. Lead now, Mako Sochu is heading the Rinraku inquiry. How much is a med kit? $200. That's why getting biotech up there is good. But costs 4. I'll take your money, bitch. Get up off my dick. Rinraku Arcology, downtown Seattle, Penumbra District, Puyallup Barrens, Salish City, Council Island. Where to? Alright, let's head to the Penumbra District. This is the downtown branch office of Mitsuyama Computer Technologies. There's a young guard behind the desk. What can you tell me about Mitsuyama? The guard leans forward and begins talking very excitedly. Mitsuyama is one of the largest mega corporations in the world. Why, just last week I overheard 2 executives say that they were responsible for over 100 million lives. I assume that they're referring to the transit systems we make, as well as all the other computer parts and subsystems we manufacture. You may not know this, but we are close to completing a top-secret project that may change the way we and the entire science of cyber technology. Mitsuyama's a great place to work. And he waves goodbye. You approach the corporate office entrance of Fucci Industrial Electronics. A camera with an ID pad looks down at you. It appears Fucci screens its visitors before they enter the office. A stern voice demands you state your business. Lacking any real reason to enter, the guard switches off the intercom. And you return to the street. This restaurant is called the Big Rhino. It specializes in orc gourmet dishes, and it's actually quite popular with those who can stomach dishes like live worms and sprouts. An armed troll studies you with his largest pupil. You want something? I'm looking for a good runner. Care to sign on? Do we get to shoot people? I charge $380 a run or $3,800. And I'll be at your disposal all the time. No sweat, chum. Good luck in your struggles. I do not have either of those amounts of money. You move into the booth. Bodyguards search you for hidden weapons on your body. When they are satisfied, a voice speaks from the shadows.
Well, what have we here? A Shadowrunner looking for work. I'm Mortimer Reed. If you serve me well, we both can make a lot of million.
I'm looking for information.
I hate to give anything away, so I am loath to discuss any information with you for free. But as it is the custom to do so, I will part with it begrudgingly. However, I do know a valuable contact whom I believe you could benefit. I could impart you the name for 1,500 Nuin.
You know anyone by the name of Mako Sachel?
Sure, Mako is a Renraku man. Used to be a project manager. I hear he's been in the doghouse lately. Something to do with his project getting fouled up. Hear he's been running up quite a tab at Club Penumbra since.
Got any work?
Step right up and I'll brief you on a job I am positive you'll excel at. Go to the Jackal's Lantern in Redmond Barrens. A contact there will give you a package. Take to the Ares corporate offices in Pulley Up Barrens. You'll be paid upon safe delivery.
Ooh! Intercity package delivery. And hey, 180 new and now we're talking big bucks. Probably need to do some skilling up. So we're going to do some runs here for this guy. Of course, this is all going to cost me money. 90 bucks. I have to get to different cities and pay the cab, so... I'm guessing paying for these contacts is needed eventually. So you're the mule they sent for us. Here's the stuff. Now get, mule. Gonna get the pulley up. Trying to find maps of these towns so I could get my way around easier. We need to get to Ares corporate offices and pulley up. The receptionist takes the package. Happy, she transfers new into your credstick account and wishes you a good day. Good, because I needed the money. This is the Wanderer. This fairly quiet bar averages about one fight every 3 hours. That is quiet. This Mr. Johnson is obviously well-to-do. He is dressed to kill in a custom-tailored suit. The jewelry on his wrist appears worth more than you'll ever have. His personal bodyguard looks like something from a bad dream.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Vigo. My friend here you can call Jarl. My employer is funding me to see how lucrative this Mr. Johnson thing can be.
With his generous financial support, my percentages tend to be better than most.
I take a real interest in making sure that the deals are well financed. It's better for business in the long run.
So are you interested in a little action? Vigo rubs his hands together and looks you in the eyes.
This little run should not be so horrible. My employer has every bit of confidence in you, and so do I. Go to the Jump House in the Redmond Barrens. A contact will give you a package. Take it to Dr. Bob Quickstitch in the Pulliup Barrens. You'll be paid upon safe delivery.
$250. All right, now we're talking. Not the most exciting. But it's a Shadowrun LP. It is what it is. I'll give him first aid. It's the same vampire. As you bend down to start first aid, the man's eyes flash red and you catch a glint of fangs as he hisses at you with supernatural ability and attacks. And he gets really fucked up by my gun. I blasted him. I'm messing with a Rough Rider. Eventually we'll need to start getting into cyberspace. Kicking ass in cyberspace. Some of these bigger paying Shadowruns also give us more karma, but obviously we're limited right now. I'm a little bit more comfortable with my ability to kill things, that's for sure. Shit was not good earlier. And I'm out of fucking... Well, we're gonna need to go buy some clips. Jump house, alright. Well, that's the upper left house in the Barrens. Oop. That's actually how I'm supposed to be able to call my taxi, but you can blow the fucking ATM machine away as well if you want. I gotta figure this out, because you're supposed to be able to... Oh, I see. I need to... Oh, here we go. Silencer. Sound suppressor. Laser sight. These are for SMGs. Provides a feedback circuit to relay combat information, which increases hit chances unless these are possessed as smart goggles or a smart link. This accessory does nothing. Definitely will need a pistol with a silencer or a submachine gun silenced. I hate it when they don't have shit. Like that. At least I can kick their asses now. Alright, I got the package, and I think we have to go back to Pulley Up. I got my posture. Full offense. You can see it toggles your attack and defense. That might drop me pretty quick. Let's try it out. If I can kill them before they can get to me, doesn't much matter. Quick Stitch in the Pulley Up Barrens. Sounds like the hospital. This game would have benefited from a map. An orderly appears.
Oh, there's the package I've been waiting for. Thanks, Amazon. What took so long? I could have gotten it myself.
He pays you and leaves. You guys are fucking with the wrong dude. I'm fully offensive right now. I got paid the big bucks too, man. Entering a deserted store. You see an orc gang member playing with a switchblade. You're on dangerous grounds, chummer. This is orc home turf. Get your pathetic carcass out of here before I lose my self-control. Alright. Mean orcs. Bet you Lug Lug was in there somewhere. My buddy Jarl was just wondering if you were interested in scoring big New Yin tonight. Let's ask him if he's got any information. Sure thing to help, pal. We are pals, are we not? If you want me to hook you up with some of my other pals, it'll cost $7.50. Little run should not be so horrible. Go to Renraku offices and Renraku Arcology. Get the package and bring it back to me. Holy shit! I'm gonna die doing this, I think. 4,000. I think this is probably out of my league. But let's try it. There's a lot of shit in this game that costs a lot of money, so I'm thinking they gotta start dropping some big shit on me eventually. Only 20 to get to Renraku Arcology. And it's probably filled with enemies. Renraku offices. I'm not exactly where that is. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but... Let's try this door. You walk into the reception area in a single-out, alone suit standing off to the side. You give him a quick jab in the solar plexus, and he drops wheezing and clutching his chest. You yell something about a heart attack and slip into the offices in confusion. You hope it'll just be just as easy to find that package and get out. A security guard spots you. Show me some ID, pal. Since you don't have a badge, you'll have to come up with something else. You barely convince him you have misplaced it. Suspicious, he decides to check with dispatch. And then you sound the alarm like a little bitch. Oh, and that's when the fucking run goes south. No $4,000 for you, bitch. I thought that was a little out of my league. Just a little. It'll be nice when we're making that kind of money. Let's see if we can get something different, a little bit easier. Let's see if that changes now. A moderate matrix run to be contracted. I don't even have a decker yet. Club Penumbra is curious about how good their security is. Go into their system and retrieve a high security data file. Bring it to me along with a briefing of their strengths and weaknesses, and you'll be well paid. Man, I need to get into that shit. There we go. Lone Star Security in Penumbra District. Package was taken. Get it back. I might be able to handle this. That's what we use Save Game 2 for. I don't even have to use save states on this, which is nice because the save games actually work quite well within the game itself. It's much quicker like fucking Bebop from TMNT. You motherfuckers need to start paying me when I lay you out. It's ridiculous. Oh look, the abandoned warehouse here looks identical to the one in Redmond Barrens. Lone Star Security. Getting a little bit more in depth now. Not just a matter of walking in and out of the building anymore. You are facing a sturdy door held closed by an electromagnetic lock. Since you do not have a maglock passkey, your choices are limited to these three. I'm not skilled in electronics. I can't do this run because... Does that open all the doors? That's the question. That's what frag grenades are good for. I think I need to come back. I'll probably die here anyways. Man, this sucks. I'm gonna have to do those low-paying ass jobs for a while. I need to look into getting this maglock and some ID. I'm sure if I come in here tossing grenades at these doors, it's just gonna set the alarm off. This changes things. Yes! I made it out. Looks like I owe you some creds. He happily completes the transaction. Now what can we do for you? Yes! Got paid in the shade, baby! 1,940 credits. And with that, I will say adios for now. More Shadowrun coming at you very soon. Very, very soon. So soon.